Doesn't it bother you that every day politicians can say whatever they like on social media and nothing happens? Well, we decided to do something about it. You are watching The Verdict, and today we are putting Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, on the record. A ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah took force on April 17, 2026, prompting displaced Lebanese families to rush home in cautious celebration. The deal came after weeks of intense fighting and was brokered with significant pressure from the Trump administration, which publicly declared certain Israeli strikes in Lebanon prohibited. We decided to check Netanyahu because Lebanon sits directly within their remit as Prime Minister of Israel. So how truthful has Netanyahu actually been on Lebanon? Just 88%. That is from 2 claims we fact-checked on Lebanon, where 1 was true, 1 was misleading, and 0 outright false. Netanyahu claimed, in a joint Shin Bet and IDF operation, the body of Golani soldier Oran Shaul was recovered before the ceasefire took effect. He fell during operation. The verdict, true. His remains were held by Hamas for over a decade. Israeli officials confirmed their recovery in a special operation conducted before the January 19, 2025 ceasefire took effect. Netanyahu claimed re-granted the operating license for the airstrip in Kiryat Shmona, and the government is investing billions in development, housing, employment, and The verdict, misleading. Billions is deliberately vague. The claim conflates announced budget allocations, many conditional or multi-year, with actual disbursed investment, which was substantially lower at the time of the tweet. So that's Lebanon, but zoom out across everything Netanyahu has said publicly. What does his full record actually look like? 74% truthful across 132 verified claims. Let's break that down. 65 claims were fully true, 41 somewhat misleading, 18 clearly misleading, and 8 outright false. Since January, Netanyahu's truthfulness has cratered during the Iran conflict. We scored his claims at 22% in January, 33% in March, and 45% this month, a sharp break from his 2025 average above 75%. Military is where the biggest claims of this war live. 73%. Netanyahu claimed Israel has returned all hostages, both living and fallen, from Gaza. The verdict, false. Dozens of hostages, living and deceased, remained in Gaza. The claim that all hostages had been returned is directly contradicted by the documented phased exchange timeline. Netanyahu claimed there are no more hostages remaining in Gaza. The verdict, false. Phase 2 and Phase 3 hostages were entirely unaddressed. Netanyahu's statement that there are no more hostages in Gaza was factually incorrect at the time it was made. Domestic is where the political fights cut closest to home. 63%. Netanyahu claimed Netanyahu inaugurated the Asuda Beersheba Hospital. The verdict, true. Netanyahu attending as Prime Minister and the celebratory framing are consistent with verifiable reporting. No factual inaccuracy in the core claim. Netanyahu claimed Ronen Bar, Shin Bet chief, lied in his affidavit submitted to the Israeli Supreme Court. The verdict, misleading. No Israeli court, the Attorney General or independent body has determined Bar committed perjury. Presenting a contested accusation as established fact misleads viewers about its evidentiary status. So let's see where Netanyahu stands across the board. In foreign policy, 82% across 41 claims. Military comes in at 73% with 51 claims on record. On domestic, it's 63%. And legislation rounds out at 77%. In economics, 77% across 3 claims. Strongest area, foreign policy, 82%. Weakest domestic at 63%. Where does that put Netanyahu? Out of 45 people we track, number 25, lower half, 24 people scored higher, 25 out of 45. At 74% overall, the verdict is clear, mostly truthful. For the full breakdown and every claim we checked, visit coverednews.com. Anna out.